Hey seedlings, welcome back to another video. So I'm trying something new, and as you can see on your screen right now, I will be doing a story time. Well, for this video, you don't have to continue on looking at the video and can just leave this in the background as you listen on, as I will be reading a story for you guys. Alright, let's get started. The Farmer and the Rose Spirit. She was rubbing her hands together, trying to create heat in the bitter cold of the winter season. She slowly felt drowsy, knowing that in this season she should hibernate. But Qiang Wei knew that if she stopped now, she won't be able to talk to that farmer ever again. Qiang Wei was a rose spirit, and a few years ago, when she was about to transform, a rabbit was about to eat her. When she thought all hope was lost, a farmer came to her rescue and shooed the rabbit away. He also made a cage for her so that the rabbit would never try and eat her again. For this, Qiang Wei has been very grateful, and the first thing she did when she transformed was to try and find the farmer. She didn't know where the farmer lived, so she went around looking for the farmer until seasons passed. She somehow believed that if she couldn't find the farmer this winter, she would never meet the farmer ever again. Young girl, who are you looking for? An elderly man approached Qiang Wei, who kept rubbing her hands while walking through the muddy road. Qiang Wei looked like a noble daughter, but the clothes on her body said otherwise. It was hard to find well-groomed girls in the village nowadays. I don't know who I'm looking for, Qiang Wei shyly replied. My name is Qiang Wei. I was once saved by a farmer, and I want to find him to repay him. The elderly man's eyes flashed. Well, this happens to be a farm village, and that farmer will most likely live here. Come to my home first. My wife and I will help you look for that farmer. The elderly man's plan was to marry the girl to his son. But then he was shocked when the person Qiang Wei was looking for was his son, Xia Yan. When old man Xia asked Qiang Wei if she wanted to marry Xia Yan, the girl nodded shyly. Good, good, old man Xia laughed. Time to celebrate. We got a very good daughter-in-law. Qiang Wei was afraid that Xia Yan wouldn't like her, to which old man Xia assured her, and true to his word, Xia Yan agreed. The two wedded 3 months later and moved to their own home after another 2 months. Even if Xia Yan didn't have feelings for Qiang Wei at the start, he slowly developed feelings for her as they lived together. Qiang Wei looked like a noble lady who never encountered work her entire life. But Xia Yan underestimated her will to go through hardship with him. No matter how hard both of them worked, Qiang Wei still had time to groom herself and presented herself as this beautiful village flower. Over the years, everyone envied Xia Yan for having such a beautiful wife. Old man Xia and his wife had Xia Yan later in their life. Although they wished to stay longer and see their grandchildren, old age caught up to them, one after the other. 5 years after the marriage. There was something Qiang Wei didn't tell them, that she couldn't give them a grandchild, as that would require her to pick up her seed, plant it, and wait for it to bloom and transform. Another year passed after the old couple passed away, and the Shah family still didn't have an heir. But nobody thought that the Shah family was unlucky because their family was still very happy. That was until Shayan caught a disease. It was tuberculosis. When he first caught it, Shayan didn't want to get close to his wife, afraid of infecting her. However, Chang Wei knew that she couldn't be infected, for her true form is in fact a rose. In the end, Xiaoyan couldn't help but let Chang Wei take care of him. They could still afford medication, but that is until Xiaoyan became bedridden. Everyone pitied the Xia family. Although Jiang Wei was pretty, she was a housewife and could barely add into the income. That was until Chang Wei remembered her petals that smells even better than any flower people could find. When Xiaoyan was not looking, she plucked a petal from her bloom and made a perfume out of it. The perfume sold very well, and the money was enough to let Xiaoyan survive longer. But for every petal Chang Wei plucked to make more perfume, the more energy was taken from her body. She looked even more haggard, like a sick beauty. Each time they were about to run out of money, she would pluck a petal, make perfume, and continue on. Meanwhile, the price of the tuberculosis medicine got higher and higher, while there were less and less of her petals, as she couldn't recover them quickly enough. Jiang Wei knew that every time she took a petal, she risked turning back into a rose. She dreaded the day she turned back and exposing herself to Xiaoyan. However, he needed the medicine and she couldn't stop doing so. Her heart ached. If Xiaoyan was awake and saw her appearance, would he still love her? If Xiaoyan found out that she was actually a rose, would he still love her? Chang Wei couldn't do anything but sob beside Xiaoyan's bed as she felt his breath grew weaker and weaker. That was when a Taoist master passed by the village and found out about the incident. Standing in front of Chang Wei, he spoke. "You shouldn't be entangled with him." "I know," Chang Wei replied, "but I can't help but love him." The Taoist master frowned. "It was because of you that he got the illness in the first place. Humans and spirits aren't supposed to be with each other. If you leave him, he might get better." "But he couldn't take care of himself. How could I ever leave him?" Chang Wei sobbed. "I have a way," the Taoist master said. "You're a spirit and your core contains your energy. I shall mix you with the rest of the medicine and administer it to him. After that, he shall be healthy again. However, you are risking your life for this. Even if you don't die, you can never become anything more than a rose." "I'm willing, master. Please save Xiaoyan." Chang Wei spoke. Then the two of them went into the Xia family home. "Xiaoyan, look! I brought a Taoist master to help heal you." Chang Wei ran inside and held Xiaoyan's hand. "You'll definitely get better." Xiaoyan opened his mouth weakly. "No need. Chang Wei, you can still marry a better man. It's fine. Just leave me." "No, I can't." Chang Wei tightened her grip on Xiaoyan's hand. "You have to get better. Believe me." "Chang Wei, you're tired every day, and all of the household's money is spent on my illness." Xiaoyan smiled. "I have accepted my fate. It's fine. Use the remaining money to marry into a good house, okay? After I died, at least you can have a better life." Chang Wei cried. At, at least try his medicine, okay? Uh, then I'll go, okay?" The Taoist master looked at the exchange with a cold face, and after the talk, both Chang Wei and the Taoist master went into the kitchen, where Chang Wei extracted her core, and the Taoist master made a cure. As if heavens was smiling onto Chang Wei, she didn't die, but as the Taoist master said, she became Rose and could not transform back, no matter how hard she practiced. After drinking the medicine, Xia Yan became healthier, and after a week he was already completely cured. He knew that his wife was no longer there, but the Taoist master spoke that his wife left a pot of rose and asked him to take care of it as he would her, and Xia Yan took care of the rose for the rest of his life. "You're a peculiar rose," Xia Yan spoke in his late years, old and weak. "I thought you would wither after a few years or so, but you kept on blooming so beautifully." The rose swayed with the wind as the two enjoyed the day on the front porch. "You remind me a lot of Chang Wei," the old man sighed. "Well, you're Chang Wei, aren't you?" As if shocked, the rose stopped moving. "Chang Wei, this life of mine is given to me by you. In the next life, I'll repay this. Let's spend the rest of our life together. All right?" With this, Xia Yan let go of his last breath, and following him, the blooming rose immediately withered and returned to dust.